Good evening, everyone. Our group number one, formed by Timmy, Manaf, and myself, Manuel Chong, will talk about small and medium sized businesses and their international business models. Some of the main points that we are going to be reviewing in this presentation are some keywords. What does the paper address? Hypotheses identified in the paper, the results of the paper, the findings, and how these findings of the paper can be applied to a Canadian company. And with this, we are going to provide a practical example of the research in action. So, the success of small and medium sized enterprises expanding internationally depends on factors like the entrepreneur's characteristics, the firm's traits, and the business environment. However, the actions and decisions that these companies take in international market are just important too, and these are reflected in their business models. So, what is a business model? A business model is how a company organizes its activities to create value, to capture value. This is different from a company's strategy and revenue model. So, what's a strategy then? A strategy focuses on how a company positions itself in the market, like how it competes with others. A business model, like I said, deals with how the company creates and captures value, like what it does to make the business work and succeed. And the revenue model is specifically about how the company makes money, how they earn money, such as the prices it sets for products or services. So, in simple terms, a strategy shows where the company is going. The business model explains how it will get there, and the revenue model explains how it will earn money along the way. So when small and medium-sized businesses or enterprises enter foreign markets, they often need to change their business models because the way they operate in foreign markets may not be the same as in their home country, right? So, and this is because doing business internationally involves new challenges like choosing the right way to export products and dealing with different competitive conditions and regulations in other countries. Like, for example, a study in this paper showed that a German company had to change and innovate its business model when expanding to India to better fit the local market. Now, even though more small and medium sized enterprises are expanding internationally, we still don't fully understand the specific business models they use abroad or why they choose those models. This paper aims to explore two questions. So the first one is what international business models are commonly used by SMEs and do they have different types? And the second question is what factors influence which business models these companies are using? So the paper finds that industry or the type of business and the level of economic development in a company's home country are two important factors that shape their business models. Additionally, the international experience of the firm and its leaders plays a key role in shaping the business model too, especially the leader's experience.
Good day, everyone. My name is Timnaya Andrea, and I will talk on the focus of the paper. The paper focused on different business models and how they are used in SME internalization. There are three different models identified. The technology exploiter, the typical market adaptive model, and the ambiguous explorer. It also pointed out the limited number of variables the SME depends on, which are the industry, degree of domestic economic development, and the decision makers' foreign experience. This paper also tends to analyze the elements that forecast the increasing trend of internalization of SME industry and the economic development of its own nation. The paper also identified a new typology of SME international business model and confirmed the utility of applying a combination of results-based and transactional approaches to the international business model. I'm also going to talk about the hypotheses identified in the paper. Hypothesis 1, we talked about the different international business model configuration are evident among the SME. This hypothesis pointed out three potential predators, and also this hypothesis pointed out two are contextual and point to the industry, why the which the SME belongs, and the level of its own economic development. Why the third one is the decision maker's international experience. The selection of the three predators is principally informed by resource-based institution and subjective perspective. A resource-based view draws attention to the relevance of the industry in terms of decisive knowledge, technology, and competitive condition it brings to the firm. The level of economic development in the terms of the resource quality of the different country, the previous international experience in terms of the decision makers' knowledge. SME in different industries are also embedded in the social system, which are interdependent with their technologies. The second hypothesis talked about SME located in different industries adopt different international models. The relevance of the natural context, especially its institution, for the internalization of the SME has been widely recognized, e.g., Kins and Danis 2008, Ruggedman, Verbeeker, and Eugene 2011. The access to which institutions can offer support internalization SME is likely to influence which business model is realistic to them to develop. For example, if knowledge producing institutions and the regulation for the protection of the intellectual properties are weak, SME will find it harder to adopt an innovative based business model. Institutions like courts, trade promotion agencies, industries associations, research institutes, consultants, and commercial funders can provide information in foreign market access to relevant technical knowledge and financial aid to support new market entry. The third hypothesis talked about SME from developed economies adopt different international business model to SME from developing economies, particularly models that are more innovation based. The business model literature recognizes that entrepreneurs can exercise a degree of strategic choice over their business models, which may be guided internally among them by their previous experience. Some believe that past experience can also help. The fourth hypothesis talked about the international experience of SME decision makers contribute to the differentiation between the international business model that they adopt. Some believe that past experience of decision makers can help why some feel it will make decision makers overconfident. Though the agreement contrasts, the logic of both views is that greater previous international experience is likely to increase the chance of differentiation in business model adopted across a range of SME. In summary, the SME analyze exhibits three different types of international business model: the traditional market adaptive technology explorer and the ambidextrous explorer business model, as said earlier.
So, in this study, all four hypotheses were valid. The study involved 180 small and medium sized enterprises, SMEs, from 6 countries: the Arab Middle East, China, Denmark, India, Poland, and the UK. These SMEs were chosen from three industries: clothing, software, and biotechnology, with 30 companies from each country and evenly distributed across these industries. The aim was to include a variety of firms based on industry and economic context. So the study found three main types of international business models. The first one is traditional market adaptive model. The second one is technology exploiter model. And the third one is ambidextrous explorer model. So the traditional market adaptive model, this model involves modifying existing products rather than creating new ones. It relies on flexibility and speed in responding to market demands and focuses on direct exporting. In this model, suppliers and customers are key to helping SMEs enter foreign markets. This model is commonly used by SMEs that aim to quickly adapt to market needs without heavy investment in innovation. Like, for example, the clothing industry fits very well in this model. Now, the second, technology exploiter model. This model focuses more on exploiting existing technology to meet customers' needs rather than creating an entirely new innovation. SMEs in this category rely on their innovation's capabilities, with customers playing a key role in their internationalization. This model is more likely to use the internet as a channel to reach foreign markets. So, like for example, the software industry most of them use this type of model. And the third one, ambidextrous explorer model. SMEs using this model invest heavily in research and development and focus on both exploring and innovating and exploiting existing ones. They work closely with customers and university or research institutes, and they use licensing as a key way to enter foreign markets. This model is a balance between innovation and market exploitation. And most of the biotechnology industries use these kind of models. Now, let's talk about the factors that predict which business model an SMEs will use. So, these factors are industry, home economy development, and international experience of decision markets. So, industry is a strong predictor of business models choice. For example, SMEs in clothing are more likely to use the traditional market adaptive model, while those in biotech tend to use the ambidextrous explorer model. Home economy development. SMEs from developed economies are more likely to adopt innovation based models, while those from developing economies are more likely to focus on less innovations intensive models, like, for example, the clothing industry. And the international experience of decision markets, SMEs whose decision makers have prior international experience are more likely to adopt the ambidextrous explorer model, emphasizing the importance of experience in shaping international business strategies. These predictors help explain why different SMEs adopt different approaches when expanding into international markets. These factors shapes the business models.
Hello everyone, I will be discussing how insights from the presentation can be applied to Paywork. It is a leading company in field of workforce management solutions, provides cloud-based services to integrate payroll, human resource, employee time tracking and absence management. To give a bit of context about this company, Paywork operates in very competitive and dynamic environment which includes HR management, payroll services, and workforce management, all of which are becoming increasingly integrated with technology. It is very essential for Paywork to be ahead in technological trend and market demand. This presentation focuses on importance of adopting business model that is quite agile, adaptable to global market. This means upgrading from being a national player to leveraging opportunities globally. Payroll services of workforce management and payroll are universal needs. There is a significant opportunity to stand out globally by offering their innovative and reliable solutions. Now, as Paywork continues to grow globally, they need to remember that companies should integrate its local expertise. They have been in the business for 15 years. While adopting a global approach, there are few areas Paywork can focus to scale internationally. They need to look for a balance between exploring new technologies and markets while also exploiting their current capabilities. The goal is to remain competitive in today's dynamic environment. Now we shall focus on different business model that Paywork can adapt and how it can incorporate in their organization. Traditional market adaptive business model. In this business model, Paywork would customize its product and services to meet demand of each new market it enters. Example: compliance with local payroll regulation and HR policies can be essential for Paywork to integrate into foreign markets. Localization will help create trust, reliability with new clients, and is very essential for this type of business model. Talking about the second model, which is technology exploiter model. Paywork can leverage its cloud based platform, which is actually its differentiator. Paywork can take advantage of their technological prowess, offer seamless, secure, and efficient payroll and HR services globally, and penetrate the market across borders with minimal adjustments. Third model is the ambidextrous explorer model. In this model, the focus is on balancing between exploitation of existing technology, at the same time exploration of new innovations, investing in R&D. Paywork needs to find a balance, focus on improving current technology, but at the same time explore opportunities to integrate new technology like artificial intelligence and blockchain to further enhance its payroll, HR, and time management solutions. To add a few things, Paywork must keep an eye on industry trends, specifically focusing on fintech and payment sectors. They can draw valuable insights on how to create more efficient payment systems that complement its core services. As the fintech industry is booming, and if Paywork manages to integrate features like digital payment, real-time payroll processing, it could end up open up new revenue streams. We have analyzed that decision maker within Paywork have significant global experience. This reflects that hiring executives and leaders that have worked globally will help company to navigate complex international business environment, which will foster effective global expansion. If Paywork also manages to find profit equilibrium between exploration and exploitation, it can be a top tier cloud based platform globally and dominate the market. And it will lead to long term success of the company. To conclude, Paywork has a clear path for their international growth, and by adopting these business models, lever- leveraging their technology, balance between exploration and exploitation, it can create a solid foreign business plan that will not only position them as a Canadian leader but also as a global player in workforce management solutions. Thank you.